Hello, my friends. Chris Cook in Nashville here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is the last day of 2023, and I wanted to pop on here and one, say hello to everybody, but two, I wanted to tell you about some new things coming up in the new year. My wife and I have been working very hard on a number of things for the Chris Cooking Nashville YouTube channel. I've got, of course, a bunch of recipes I'm working on and a bunch of great things that are coming there. And the other thing that I think is really exciting is we've been working on my website. So we are just about done. That is going to be posted here in the new year. It's going to be fantastic. Also, I have a brand new type of video that I'm going to start doing for you guys. It's going to be a weekly thing, so I'm not going to say anything more about that just yet, but keep an eye on the channel because it's going to give you guys an opportunity, I think, to get more information that is helpful for you or just interact with me in a different way. And we will be able to work together to make your proper human diet that much better. So that's going to be really cool. I'm really excited about that. So a couple of things I wanted to say while I'm on here with you guys today. Number one, January is World Carnivore Month, and I've already been carnivore for a long time. In fact, on the 8th of January, I will have been on the carnivore diet for 365 days, and that is with no cheat meals. Now, I'm carnivore plus coffee and some spices and, that kind of stuff. So I am not strict meat, salt, water carnivore. I don't need to be. I've done that, and I know the things that bother me and I know the things that don't, and I have done the experimentation to figure out what my body handles really well. So certain things don't work for you. I get it. That may not be something you can include in your diet. Maybe there are things I can include in mine you can't in yours. Maybe there's things you can include in yours that I can't in mine. That's kind of how that all works. But with the spices and the coffee, that kind of stuff included, I have been a carnivore for 365 days. And more importantly, I have not had any cheat meals. I have not had any carb-laden meals. I have not eaten servings of veggies. I have not had even keto meals. I've had, like I said, the spices, the coffee, that kind of stuff on top of basically just a completely animal kingdom-based diet for 365 days as of January 8th. So we'll do a video about that for sure, and we'll maybe talk about some things that have happened over the last year and just some of the lessons I've learned. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little bit more about what that's going to look like going forward when we get there, but we're almost there. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was I just put out my bacon video yesterday, which is funny. So I scheduled that video to upload yesterday and it went live, and then I was on Facebook briefly and I saw someone else say something about it being International Bacon Day. I had absolutely no idea yesterday was International Bacon Day until I saw that. So a nice little bit of serendipity, I guess, that I accidentally scheduled a bacon video for Bacon Day. But that video's done really well. Everyone seems to be really interested in that. And that's a really fantastic bacon recipe. It's also really easy to do at home. It takes some time, so you have to be patient with it. But as far as the difficulty of the recipe, it's actually very, very simple, and it is so much better than any bacon you'll ever get in a store. It's unbelievable, and you can cut it however thick you want it. I would say the hardest part of that is the waiting, and sometimes it is finding pork belly in a grocery store near you, because I know sometimes finding a pork belly can be kind of a difficult thing because they just don't sell whole pork belly very often anymore because everyone buys their bacon pre-made. But I thought it was funny. I got a comment on that video on my channel from someone who said that the pink curing salt that I use, which is sodium nitrate, frog powder #1, and they said that was more poisonous than any sugar I could ever eat. I responded to them and I said, do you have any actual research to back this up, or are you just parroting something that you've heard someone else mindlessly say? Because this is another one of those echo of the lie things where it just keeps getting passed on from person to person to person to person that nitrates are bad for you, they cause cancer, they're going to kill you, all this stuff. And what's really interesting is there is so much information out there now that shows us that not only is nitrate not going to kill you, it's actually a vital part of the way our body works. We excrete nitrates in our saliva. Nitrates are in all of the vegetables that we eat, and even to some small extent in meats and in fruit. Sodium nitrate is not poisonous. Nitrates are in all of this food that we eat just naturally, and our body excretes it, and then it goes down into the stomach acid. You get sodium nitrate and sodium nitrite, and the nitrates and the nitrites go down into the stomach acid, and then it changes into nitric oxide, which actually is very good for us. This actually helps your blood pressure and a number of other things in your body. So nitrates are actually really good for us. They're not carcinogenic. There's no research to show that they're bad for us. So I asked this person if they had actual research. Basically, I was told that I was arrogant and that they hoped I didn't have to eat my words. There was no response of any kind of actual research or anything to back up what this person was saying. They just said that I was being arrogant. So this is something that I'm addressing this because this is something really important you need to remember for your own keto and carnivore diet. First of all, refuting what someone is saying by citing scientific fact. And I actually sent them a video Dr. Berry did a number of years back on nitrates and nitrites. I will actually link that down below. So if you're concerned about nitrates, he's already got all of that information there, and he links to all of the research so you can actually go read the science for yourself. Unlike this person who's telling me that I'm being arrogant, I actually provide research to back up what it is I'm saying here, which I think is funny because I told them, I said, it's funny you're calling me arrogant when in fact, by the definition of arrogance, I'm saying something that is just refuting what you said, which is not true. And I'm actually providing scientific fact to back up what I'm saying. You're saying something that you're not qualified to actually say because you don't have any fact to back it up, nor do you have any qualifications to say it. So by definition, you're actually the one being arrogant. So maybe point that finger back at yourself. There's people like this that are going to try to dissuade you from being keto, carnivore, whatever. So especially with January being World Carnivore Month, if you're going carnivore, you're going to be eating bacon, I would hope. And, unless you're one of those people that doesn't eat pork or doesn't handle pork well or whatever your reasons are, for a lot of people, you're going to be eating a bunch of bacon. And you need to be ready for people like this who are going to tell you, like, this is going to kill you, it's bad for you. There is so much misinformation out there regarding carnivore and things like processed meat, and you have to be prepared to hear it and have the research to back up why you're doing what you're doing. So I'm going to link that video down below, and I'm also going to link my bacon video. If you haven't seen it yet, go look at my bacon video, figure out how you can make your own completely 100% sugar-free bacon using the sodium nitrates because they're not going to hurt you, and you can make your own bacon, you can enjoy your bacon, you don't have to be afraid of the nitrites. And remember, if you're eating vegetables of any kind, you're getting 80% of your intake of nitrates from those vegetables. You're getting hundreds to thousands of more times of nitrates from those vegetables than you are from eating your bacon. When someone tells me that the sodium nitrate is going to kill me because it's more poisonous than any sugar I could ever eat, they're clearly ignorant of all of the information out there that proves scientifically they're wrong. But I know that because I've done the research to prepare myself to be a carnivore. So as we're getting ready to go into World Carnivore Month, if you are starting tomorrow on January 1, a carnivore diet, remember, these resources exist. Dr. Berry has great videos on this. There's other doctors out there too. Dr. Chafee, Dr. Baker, Dr. Kiltz, there's all kinds. So go look for these guys that are doctors in the carnivore space. Look at the research, inform yourself, because you're going to run into these kinds of people that try to tell you things like nitrates are going to kill you and you're going to eat your words and you're arrogant, and because you just try to do what's best for you. So the only thing we can do with people like that is love them where they are and tell them professionally but directly when they're wrong. Don't let them dissuade you from doing what is best for your health. It is going to be a fantastic January. It is going to be an amazing World Carnivore Month. If you are doing carnivore, if you're starting it for the first time, buckle up for the coolest and most amazing ride of your life. If you stick it out through those first couple of weeks, which can be the hardest part, get through them, and I promise the light at the end of that tunnel that's on the other side is going to open up a whole new world for you. I can't wait to share with you guys everything new that is coming. I hope you have a successful World Carnivore Month. If you're doing that, no matter what you're doing, I hope that tomorrow is the beginning of a new year, and I pray for every one of you that this is the beginning of a new life. Eat that proper human diet, do those things that are good for yourself, and remember, 2024 should be your best year yet. Thank you guys so much for being here in my channel. Thank you for supporting what I'm doing. I can't express to you how much I love every one of you and how much I appreciate what you do to give me this amazing platform from which I can just try to help people and change the world one plate at a time. We've got a big 2024 coming up, so everybody get ready for Chris Cookin' Nashville to do a whole bunch of cool stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Eat your meat, especially during World Carnivore Month. Love your life. This is Chris Cookin' Nashville, and I'm going to see you guys in my kitchen in 2024 for a lot of great recipes.